Guys, what is up? Ryan with Athex Fitness here, another episode of the Massening. This is my Thanksgiving dinner, and this is a couple weeks ago now, but I feel like it's a good time to show footage. So I'm a little late on it, but yeah, I made this mac and cheese. This is amazing vegan mac and cheese. Made it super quickly, just followed a recipe online. It was delicious. My sister made this stuffing from blue carrot, I think it was, and yeah, everything was delicious. We had this Gardein roast, which was great.
I'm excited.
Made some pumpkin pie too. This is some vegan pumpkin pie using like coconut milk instead of condensed milk, and I had an extra pie crust, so I did some dirt pudding cake, I guess. That was delicious too. Keeping this junk food train rolling, we went to Vegan Treats, which is an amazing vegan bakery in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Highly recommend going there if you haven't already. Just amazing vegan baked goods and such, super tasty stuff. I have a strong opinion about balancing quote-unquote junk food, like cheat food, whatever you want to call it, with healthy food. I think that it's totally okay. I think that enjoying really delicious food is part of life, and I'm a huge fan of just eating healthy as much as you can. Eat like 90% healthy, things like that, and then, you know, enjoy your quote-unquote junk food that I keep saying. I don't really like saying junk food, but you know, your food that is more processed, not high in vitamins and minerals. Just enjoy it for what it is and don't worry about it too much. Move on with your life. All right, so training for the last couple weeks here. You know, it's the same stuff, kind of boring to most people, but the boring stuff is what gets you the results. So just still building momentum on the key movements. This is the last couple weeks of the volume block that I had programmed in the 6-week volume block. So volume is at an all-time high for this next couple weeks. My 6th week, which is the week after this one, I worked up to 21 peak sets, I believe, for bench press. Basically low 20s total sets for the week for most of my main movements. And I was really feeling the fatigue. So it's a lot of volume to recover from. You have to make sure that your food is on point, your sleeping is on point, your nutrition, whatever. Because if you're not eating good, you're not sleeping well, you're never going to recover from this kind of volume. Most people, like I keep saying, really don't need this much volume, but I'm really trying to push the natural limits here and trying to, you know, gain that last little bit of strength that I can. I'm not genetically blessed with strength by any means, but I like to train for strength. And the best way to train for more muscle is to train for strength as a natural. So trying to progress on key compound movements like the safety squat bar here, the deadlifts, bench press. If you can increase your strength on those movements, especially in higher rep ranges, because neuromuscular efficiency comes into play more in lower rep ranges. That's a different story though. If you can increase strength in those higher rep ranges, it's pretty much guaranteeing that you're putting on some sort of muscle for the most part. So that's why you should be training for the numbers more than anything. It is important to kind of focus on that, the feel and the pump, whatever. But I would say more than anything, the numbers are gonna get you the most progress. So I want to kind of talk about my experience with Turkesterone so far. I really don't think that I have gotten any results at all from Turkesterone, and I'm taking 5 caps a day right now, well, for the past couple weeks, and I'm really not seeing any increased numbers more than what I would normally get from a caloric surplus. I know that there's a lot of anecdotal evidence out there saying that people got these crazy strength increases and muscle increases, whatever. And then I've heard some people like Vitruvian Physique on YouTube here saying that, you know, it's kind of like creatine and that he didn't really get many results from it beyond just a slight, you know, maybe very slight noticeably increase. I'm kind of in the same boat, probably less actually, because I really don't think that I'm seeing any progress at all from it beyond just a normal caloric surplus. Oh, real quick side note, this is Powerhouse Gym in Bethlehem. I was here with my girlfriend for Thanksgiving, so I had to make a pit stop. I absolutely love this place. I actually got an energy drink also. I never drink canned energy drinks or any energy drinks for that matter, no pre-workout or anything usually. But I see all these fitness influencers and such drinking Reign, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna hop on this bandwagon and you know, be a true fitness guy, stim junkie. And I hated it. It was I felt like I was kind of out of my gourd here. I usually just drink coffee and I'm good with that, but yeah, it was worth a shot. So Powerhouse Gym is awesome, back to the point, and highly recommend going there if you're in the area. So anyways, back to Turkesterone. Saw pretty much no progress yet, but I am going to bump up the total caps per day to 6 caps, which I believe is 3,000 milligrams per day. There's somebody else here on YouTube who I watch some of their videos, and he says that 6 caps a day is where he really sees results. So I have like 2.5 more bottles to go, or maybe 3 even, and I'm just gonna go all in and see if 6 caps gets me any results. But I'm pretty skeptical about supplements in general. Honestly, if they're legal supplements and they're not really tried and true, I'm very, very skeptical about seeing any progress from it besides, you know, creatine. I really don't think, so supplements like beta-alanine, betaine, citrulline malate, you know, L-arginine, whatever they ever say is going to increase performance. Very, very skeptical about any of those ever working. I really never saw any progress outside of just creatine. So I came into this with an open mind, and I still have an open mind about it, but yeah, I'm just not seeing any real results. So if anyone else gets results on it, that's freaking awesome. Maybe it's just I'm not a responder to it for whatever reason, but I'm still going to play it out here and see, and I'll give a final review after the next 5 weeks of training. And when I test my maxes and everything, maybe that'll be more indicative if I see any more growth than usual in those lifts, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, also really quick, so MyFitnessPal, I hit a streak of 4 years in a row of me tracking every single day. So pretty stoked on that. One of my coaching clients pointed that out, and yeah, that was pretty cool to see. So to tie supplements back into, you know, what I think actually works or doesn't work, whatever. Yeah, when I said earlier, legal supplements in general, like the quote unquote natural supplements, from my experience in the past 12, 13 years of me lifting and kind of experimenting with these things, yeah, only ever saw like creatine working, and that's really it. But beyond that, there's not many things that I think really help. Maybe yohimbine for cutting, but I never need any supplements for cutting. I'm genetically gifted, I guess, to stay leaner, so I don't have any trouble cutting at all. But beyond that, yeah, I would say banned PEDs are probably the only ones that are going to get you more progress. So, you know, SARMs, steroids, whatever. I'm not super well versed in that side of things, but I'm pretty sure those are the only things that are really going to get you noticeable results. I don't think I would ever do any sort of illegal PEDs or anything, not because I care if they're illegal or not. You know, I care about my health. I care about keeping my hair. I don't want my hair to fall out, and I really don't want any more side effects. I don't want to have to necessarily inject a bunch of things and worry about my blood pressure increasing, my cholesterol increasing. I feel like doing a lifetime of steroids also will age the hell out of you, especially if you don't know what you're doing well. And I just think it's too much having to worry about tons of little side effects from any drug you would add in. So quick little overview there of my opinion on why I wouldn't do really get into PEDs too much in terms of like steroids and stuff. I would definitely consider hormone optimization in my future if I ever feel like I'd benefit from it. If I ever feel like my hormones are declining, if you just stay healthy, eat healthy, exercise, I think testosterone levels and such should be pretty good for most of your adult life up into 50s and beyond even. I think there's some studies actually showing that. It's for people who don't exercise and eat well, that's when they're gonna have problems with their hormones and stuff. But I am interested in kind of optimizing. So if it's through a doctor and such, I would maybe consider like dabbling into that. Well, I guess not dabbling, it'd be a lifetime commitment, but I would like to have somebody guide me through all that. If and when I make that commitment. I think I definitely will. I think it's just a matter of when. So I might do like, you know, age 50. Maybe I would do like age even 435. I don't know. I'm tracking my hormones and I'm seeing, you know, if anything ever changes or if I ever don't feel good for some reason and I want to kind of take things to another level, I would consider that for sure. But anything beyond that, you know, like the black market, steroid community, anything like that, probably not. I never say never, but unlikely for me at this point in time. So that's my opinion on steroids. That's my opinion on most supplements. And I hope you guys found this informative and entertaining. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. I think I'm going to keep doing these like 2 weeks at a time just because things are getting busy and it's hard for me to do everything at once. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.